Pharrell, you have historically some success against Ohio State. Does that mean anything? Uh,
Sorry.
does that mean anything for this game, for you and just the way you approach it?
Um, I would say so, but again, they do have like a ton of new players coming in, but I know what it is going against them, so I think that can play to some advantage.
Would you say is there any differences between Big Ten ball and what you've seen so far down here in SEC ball? Or is ball just ball?
Pace, pace of the game, much faster in the SEC.
Do you like that more?
Yeah, I like getting up the court and running.
Does it help playing different styles kind of during this non-conference just to see different kinds of opponents, especially when comes to later down the line?
Yeah, I think so for sure, especially with our schedule, playing those different teams, different paces, kind of different offenses and defenses. I think is going to help us in the long run.
So what's the story behind your nickname, Gochi?
So it's actually not a nickname; it's just my middle name.
Oh,
So
okay.
when Coach Williams came to my house and my grandma called me that name, and he kind of asked my grandma like, who is that? Like, what name is that? My grandma explained that like my family calls me by my middle name, and like when he calls me by my middle name, all of my teammates do it. It kind of just feels like I'm at home with my family.
Is Gochi a family name? How'd you
Yeah.
get that name?
So it was my grandfather's name.
Gotcha. I didn't get a chance to talk to you at Media Day. Just what was your journey to A&M after you decided to transfer from Minnesota, and just kind of how things transpired, you getting here to A&M?
I would say it's a very positive journey. Started when coaches came to come see me at my house, of course, and I felt like we clicked from there on, and the journey from there on was very smooth.
Yeah. Was that in Minnesota where you visited your family?
Yeah, it was.
Looks a long way from Minnesota, and it's a little bit different culture. What's it been like for you?
So I love it down here so far. One thing I could say I didn't really like was the temperature in the summer. It's too hot.
Is there any way to balance that out for, your family's gonna be freezing in January and February, and we may have some 60 and 70-degree days then?
Yeah, and that's the thing. My mom always talks about that. She says she can escape and come down here and watch me play.
Are you a cold weather fan?
Actually, I do love the cold weather.
Ohio State first ranked team you guys are playing. What is the sense in the locker room? What are you guys looking to prove? Obviously, besides just the obvious of getting the W.
I mean, I would say in the locker room, it's just guys excited to compete. Everybody's looking forward to the game, and we're hungry to win.
What do you think you guys found the last couple games that might be able to translate to this game as far as building some confidence coming off that loss?
I think we kind of found like our identity together. I mean, it's a couple new players with an older roster, and we're just trying to figure out how to play with each other.
How much do you feel like the confidence has grown and with y'all gelling together just in these first few games, getting the reps and in real time?
I would say a ton. I feel like we're finally clicking on the same page.
What's it been like having to meet new guys and be part of a new team?
With this group of guys specifically, I'd say it's been cool because we do click together very well on and off the court, and I honestly love these guys. So,
Did you know any of them or about any of them before you came?
I knew about some of them, and then they kind of reached out to me early in the portal. So I would say we built a early relationship.
What's it like for you going against a guy like Solo in practice, two athletic guys that play forward?
It's all out fight. I'd say that for sure. Me against my teammates, Henry and all those guys. Yeah, it's a fight.
And what do you think? What do you feel like you've especially brought to the court for this team through the first few games this season?
The number one thing I always say is rim protection, and then second probably defense.
You had the 3 blocks against Lamar and 2 in the last minute. Y'all were up 26, and you just kind of didn't quit. How much pride did you take in shot blocking, and how enjoyable was it getting those 2 in the last minute?
I mean, I take a lot of pride in that because I feel like it's part of my identity. And, like, I think one of the blocks got a transition dunk, so gets everybody on their feet and excited. So love it.
I'm assuming when you're going against Solo in practice, he's talking a lot of trash. Do you talk?
I don't talk that much, but yeah, we definitely go at each other, and there's some words said.
All right, I'm rapid
All right,
fire.
thank you
Thanks.
guys.